Diesel, what kind of deals are you digging up today? Did you dig that? There better be money down there in that hole. Hi everybody, Terry Weigel, the Quick House Buyer, here this morning, enjoying a cup of coffee. Got the girls off to school. Still kind of hearing all that traffic out there while everybody's rushing off to work. I'm sitting here enjoying a cup of coffee. Diesel and I have been out on a walk. He's back there in the backyard. But I thought I'd talk to you today about a deal that we just did that had a seller who was behind on payments, a 3-year prepayment penalty of 5%, needed repairs in the house, wanted cash when he walked away, and had a very small cash flow once you rented the property out. And yet, when all was said and done, we came out of pocket with $0 and still walked away with approximately $25,000 in equity. Want to know how we did it? Well, the seller was going through a divorce. So that's the first key. You have to have some type of motivation. There has to be something that's happening in the person's life that's going to make a dramatic impact. In this case, it happened to be a divorce. The situation was so bad they really didn't even want to go back near the house. I mean, we had to get the key and go and see it. The property had all that equity sitting there, but it also was behind on payments. The seller didn't want to just walk away completely from all that equity. They wanted $2,000. So you had that situation, and oh, by the way, it needed some repairs. Well, when you have those things equaling up, it kind of made it a real questionable deal. But what really made it questionable was the fact that the rents on the property are only approximately $1,000 a month. Well, when you take the loan and the insurance and the taxes and everything else that went there, the underlying payment was approximately $850. Not much of a cash flow there, especially if you have to come out of pocket. And oh, by the way, you have to go ahead and you have to come out of pocket. You have holding costs. You have renting. Cost to get a renter in there, and you have repairs, and the seller wants money. Wasn't looking like a great deal. But here's what we did: we found somebody who had money in an IRA, not necessarily a lot of money, but they had enough that they fronted the $10,000 we needed to do the back payments, we needed to do the repairs, we needed to do the money to the seller. Everything that was needed to be done, we took care of. So because of all of that, we were able to go with $0 out of pocket. And the other nice thing we were able to do with this, and talking with the seller, talking with the private money lender, was we were able to actually ask them if they would mind letting the interest accrue rather than making monthly payments to their IRA. Therefore, we didn't lose the monthly cash flow. So when you have all those things together, it totaled up to a great deal. And with that prepayment penalty, we actually found a tenant, Bonita found a tenant to get into the house before we ever even closed. So at the closing table, once we finished, we were able to turn right around, go to the tenant, and get the first month's and the last month, or first month's and security deposit. So that was an additional $2,000 in our pocket. So that's how we walked away from a deal that looked on paper to be very thin, other than the equity. Now we have to sit there and hold it for 2 years before we'll sell it, but that's okay. Diesel will get out. As you can see, Diesel's pretty excited about the deal himself. So this has been Terry Weigel with your Thursday's Thoughts. Hope you learned a lesson or two. And I kind of look at it like, it's kind of like the other night we were sitting at the fire station with the guys, and I reached into my pocket of a jacket that I have like this for the fire department, and there was a pocket, and all of a sudden I pulled out a $5 bill. You should have seen everybody's eyes get all excited. They started looking in their pockets, they started looking in their pants, going, wow, you just found that money. And I was like, yeah, it's found money. Real estate investing can be just like that if you keep on digging a little bit deeper. This has been Terry Weigel with your Thursday Thoughts. See you later. Bye.